By the mid-1800s, the Christmas tradition in America encompassed many of the same customs and festivities that we observe today. This included decorating trees, exchanging gifts, the presence of Santa Claus, sending greeting cards, hanging stockings by the fire, engaging in church activities, and enjoying family-oriented days filled with feasting and fun. However, for those residing in the Old West, distant from the more refined lifestyle of the eastern regions, pioneers, cowboys, explorers, and mountain men typically marked Christmas with homemade gifts and modest fare. Christmas posed challenges for many in the Old West. Those on the prairies frequently faced harsh blizzards and fierce December winds. Mountain men, compelled to abandon their mining pursuits well before Christmas due to the threat of blinding winter storms and freezing temperatures, often experienced modest holidays. Nonetheless, for these resilient pioneers, Christmas was not to be forgotten, however humble the celebrations. With a firm resolve to infuse the Christmas spirit into the American frontier, soldiers could be heard singing carols at their distant outposts. The aroma of venison roasting over an open hearth carried across the winds of the expansive prairie, and these rugged pioneers eagerly anticipated the opportunity to set aside their challenging daily lives and immerse themselves in the joy of the holiday season. Laura Ingalls Wilder chronicled the Christmas preparations on the Kansas prairie, noting, "Ma was busy all day long, cooking good things for Christmas. She baked salt-rising bread and Injun bread, Swedish crackers, and a huge pan of baked beans with salt pork and molasses. She baked vinegar pies and dried apple pies and filled a big jar with cookies, and she let Laura and Mary lick the cake spoon." On that particular Christmas, Laura was thrilled to discover a shiny new tin cup, a peppermint candy, a heart-shaped cake, and a brand new penny in her stocking. In those days, these 4 small gifts in her stocking were a wealth of gifts to the young girl. While seemingly modest, these resilient pioneers went to great lengths to adorn their homes for the holidays, with whatever natural materials looked appealing during the bleakest time of the year, including evergreens, pine cones, holly, nuts, and berries. For some, there might even be a Christmas tree adorned with bits of ribbon, yarn, berries, popcorn, or paper strings, along with homemade decorations. These homemade embellishments often took the form of figures or dolls made of straw or yarn. Popular additions included cookie dough ornaments and gingerbread men. In certain places, wood was too scarce to waste on a tree, or finding one was a challenge. Additionally, some pioneer homes were too compact to accommodate a tree. At the very least, almost every home would turn the holiday into a time of feasting, bringing out preserved fruits and vegetables, fresh game if possible, and for those who could afford it, perhaps even beef or ham. Many women began baking for the holiday weeks in advance, allowing the plum pudding to age in the pot until Christmas dinner. Many of the homemade gifts, such as corn husk dolls, sachets, carved wooden toys, pillows, footstools, and embroidered hankies, might have been crafted by family members months before Christmas. Others spent time knitting scarves, hats, mitts, and socks. If the family had a good year, the children might discover candies, small gifts, cookies, and fruit in their stockings. On Christmas Eve, most families typically gathered to sing carols around the Christmas tree or fireplace. On Christmas Day, many would attend church, return home for the traditional Christmas meal, and spend the day visiting with friends and neighbors. Then, just as it is today, Christmas would also see many a mountain man, explorer, or lone cowboy spending a solitary evening without the benefit of festivities. Despite the changes over time, certain things inevitably stay the same.